Hey, hey, hey. Here we go. This is another episode of Let's Talk with Whitney Donnell. And I'm so excited about tonight because I have three beauties that's going to be on the channel with me. And we're going to be talking about new ventures. They're all entrepreneurs. They are all spiritual. They all love God. And y'all know we love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and introduce them right now. They have a new venture that's so dope. They're creating a space for people to come and show their talents. And again, let's just see what the ladies have in store for us tonight. Let's see what we have in store. Hello, ladies. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I got you muted. My bad. Hi, ladies. So first we have Ashley. That is hi, Ashley. Hi, Amber.
Hey.
Hi, Maria.
Hello.
All right, y'all. These are three beautiful ladies, and I'm gonna let them give their names of their regular businesses, but then we're gonna go and flow into their joint venture together. So I'm gonna start off by saying this one I knew back in hair school. Let her go and jump off the porch because I knew her back in hair school. We was in there mixing up color in the bowl together, honey. But
figuring it out.
Figuring it out. But anyways, Amber, go ahead and let the people know who you are, what you do.
All right. So I am Amber Tooks, but also known as Amber Nhi. I am a business owner and entrepreneur. I have Aambernhibeauty and Bible Boss Chicks. So Amber Nhi, Beauty, Faith, and More. Just follow me on all of my Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, I'm just.
So wait a minute. How there are two questions I gotta ask, and they're the same for both businesses. How did Aambernhibeauty come about? And then what's up with Bible Boss Chicks? I need to know about both of them.
Okay, so Aambernhibeauty started when I was in college. I was sitting in one of my coworkers' office, and I was like, I want to do hair, but I need like a business name. And I did not want it to be my full name. So Nhi is an abbreviation of my middle name. My middle name is Nicole.
Okay.
I spell it the traditional way, but I wanted a little flair on it. So that's how Aambernhibeauty came about.
All right, Brandon. A little Brandon. Put a little Brandon. Put a brand on it. Yeah.
Necklace. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it's also Amber Nhi. I wear it every single day.
Right.
Bible Boss Chicks, it came about, I want to say in 2020, and I didn't really act on it until 2021. It came to me in a vision, actually. And it was
the Lord was showing you something. Showing you that you was capable.
I'm not doing it. I was like, I want to do it. And it's for women who are bossing up. Boss is spelled BAWSE. Elevating in their lives spiritually, financially, mentally, and physically. So it's still on a slow come up, but it's on the come up though. It's on the come up.
That's it. Go ahead.
For a second, because I was like, I gotta get my life together. But Bible Boss Chicks is here, and there is something new coming up for the spring. So be on the lookout.
I love that. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna shift over to Maria. Maria. Hey. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and your individual business and how it came about.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maria. I am the owner of Conquering Yesterday and Crafting Queens. Conquering Yesterday started off as a blog, mental health, inspirational, and then I started selling motivational attire. And then Crafting Queens is just custom shirts, custom party decors, custom tumblers, all that good stuff.
So we are custom. Oh, I might have to get a few things made from you.
The shirt first.
Okay. Hey, everybody, show the shirt. Now we're gonna get into what Light the Mic is in a minute, but before we do, I'm gonna shift over to Ashley. Ashley, please tell us about your individual business, how it came about, and all of that good stuff. Let's go.
I am Ashley, and my business is Wing Fairy Lashes along with Aambernhibeauty. That one is obviously named after my daughter. Wing Fairy Lashes obviously deals with beauty. I do lashes. And then Aambernhibeauty LLC is pretty much like this part of it all. Just the speaking engagements, the being out there and talking to people, spreading information, knowledge, wealth. I just like to connect with people. I've always said, like, I'm in the business of like connection. So yes. I'm a connect. I'm like a plug.
I like that. But that's the God business. That's God business. Yes. To be a connection or to connect people, that's God business right there. You're not around here being stingy. I like it. I like it. Keep sharing, honey. Keep sharing.
The last of them big.
All of us, right? All of us can eat.
Okay.
So, okay, let's talk about this big, beautiful, early birth new venture that you all have all together. Tell me what that is. Well, tell us what that is. Tell everyone how they could be a part of it, and tell us on what night they could show up to it.
Yes. Gotta purchase your tickets though. Don't just show up.
Yeah.
Okay. What link?
I'll send it to you.
So together, we are
put it in the comments. Sorry.
And our first event together is Light the Mic. Ashley came up with the idea of having a open mic, speakeasy, Gatsby themed night, cool, calm, collective, just a good vibe, something that Tallahassee really needs. And we're out here backing her up.
Yes.
The event is March 31st. And you can purchase your ticket on Eventbrite and attend, right?
Yes. And we have some goodies and some little things and little, goodies and foods and things in store.
Yes.
Must be
21. So what kind of Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Just giving out the little details, 21-year or older. That's fine.
That's really it. There will be a slight attire suggestion. Enforcement. It is Great Gatsby themed, so we would prefer if our guests showed up in Great Gatsby themed attire, kind of like Harlem Renaissance meets 2023.
Was that on the flyer? Nah, let me look at my flyer because I ain't see that. I'm gonna have to go buy some.
It's in the details.
It's in the caption.
It's in the details. It's in the event.
Now y'all got that too. Y'all got that printed too small. Look, I'm looking for it too because I was gonna show up in something not that.
Well,
come as you are.
You have time. Come as you are. You have time to figure it out. We have about a week. So.
I love it, ladies. So what kind of talent are y'all looking for? Because
we're looking for it.
What are the different talents that could come up? Singing, dancing. Y'all got, what we doing?
We got.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we got a little bit of everything. We have singers. We have people who are doing like an art piece, I guess you can say.
Okay.
What I really do want to say about it is that it's more so an event where you want to walk away feeling empowered.
Right.
You really want to light the mic with some fire stuff.
Hey.
Dang, that spoken word really hit my heart. I still feel it. Woke up the next day like, shoo.
I gotta find who that is.
Yeah. And something that also gave the person who's performing the ability to see themselves in the ability to be vulnerable, you know.
Right.
And I think that in turn will also teach not only them but the people who are watching them, like, hey, if this person did this tonight, you can go tomorrow and do it at the next spot, you know, like inspiring other people to really get out there and share their piece.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little story, because I called Amber on Sunday and I was like, hey Amber, I see 21 and older on the flyer, but I got this little group, I got a little group that I want to see if we could go ahead and put them out there. Now, about maybe 2 months ago, my youngest daughter, and my youngest daughter is in a band at Gabi. So it's a few students there or whatever. And I was like, y'all need to build a band. You know what I mean? Just do a little band. They love music and all of that different. So I said, y'all need to just do this. I said, I'm gonna get y'all. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all in somebody's show. So that was like 2 months ago. So I called Amber on Sunday, because I thought about, what you guys were doing and all of that good stuff. And I was like, what happened?
I'm trying not to get emotional.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you how the vision is visioning. You know what I mean? The vision is, you're right in the area. So I'm talking, and I asked one of the children's parent. I was like, "Hey, how you feel about us putting this group together and doing da 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 da?" So she was like, "Oh, that'll be so good. Like, oh, this baby does this. They arrange music. They do all these different talents, right? And collectively, they sound amazing, or whatever." I'm looking at these babies score superior in the band, as individuals, like all of this different stuff. So I'm like, no, they could get together and they could do something. I want them to see how dope they really are. Mm-hmm. So I was like, we're going to put together a band. So then I called the Sunday. I said, hey, I got their first gig. It's on the 31st or whatever. She was like, what? I said, listen, I got them in their first show. She was like, Whitney, you lying. I'm like, no. She said, you don't understand what this means to my boys. She said, my boys have been through so much. She said, in this short amount of time that we have known you, you have come in and you have followed through with everything that you said. So first of all, it warmed my heart, because I was like, what, child? I was just over here doing Let's Talk with Whitney, child. And I got these bomb 3 ladies coming on, but they got a platform. Let me see if we can run with the platform. And the platform said yes. So let me say thank you.
You're
to the 3 of you.
Oh my goodness. No,
yes.
because,
because something you said earlier is a direct result of this moment, and that is the connection. You know what I mean? These connections have all come together to create a moment in time. So I want to thank you for being obedient. I'm going to say I thank God, because he put me in a place to be obedient and do what I was afraid of. You know what I mean? In return, we got these babies who going to come up here and show their talent or whatever, and they could see what's really in them, So I want to say I appreciate all 3 of y'all for running with the vision.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's amazing. You keep saying the word vision, and that's what Ashley and I did. That was our first event, Write the Vision.
Tell me about that first event.
Write the Vision. It was the vision board party.
Girl, go let it out, honey, because God is good. He's so good.
I'm so proud. I'm so thankful. Like, I've seen Amber and most importantly Maria just break out her shell, and to know that, like, I helped, like, push the envelope or whatever, is like, God, is this my purpose? Is this my reason? And, and just like after everything that has transpired in my life, to be in a place where it's like, yo, like, you're doing things that's putting other people in a position like that they wanted to be in but didn't know how to get to. And it's just beautiful, and so to hear what you said, and just these kids, your impact, like, now we're impacting the youth, which is
the next generation.
It's beyond us. You know, it shows that it's not for us. Like we're just the placeholder, or like we're just a little chess piece that God uses, you know, to
You're
help
an instrument.
Yes.
You're an instrument, and that's what all of us. That's all of us. You know, and so that's so beautiful. Like, again, I'm experiencing something now in my life that I was afraid of at one point. I was afraid to succeed before. You remember I told you that in school? Like I wasn't afraid to jump because, honey, God could give me a vision today. I'd be like, let's go. But then when it looked like it was gonna take off, it was,
hold up.
You for real with me? So I didn't have the capacity to deal with the fact that I was enough. You know, so to be in this space now, and really, I was telling you all earlier about my journey of loving myself to health. Loving myself to health has allowed me to release some stuff that now I have room for all of the stuff that God wants for me to do. So we got time to do this, y'all. I'm so happy.
Yes, I'm so happy.
The beginning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are being.
It is. Wow.
So how did you all meet?
I met Ashley after I graduated from FAMU. This was what, homecoming?
All three of y'all FAMU alum? No?
Ashley.
Okay. Just you and Ashley. That's okay, Maria. You did all right. You still on the couch.
Honorary.
So it's all right. We roll with the squad. That's it. You don't ask no questions.
Look.
Ask no questions.
I ain't lying. I am too. I'm not there yet. I ain't there yet.
I was invited to do the makeup for Grads Are Back, and which is a program that the School of Journalism does during homecoming, and it's where alumni just come back and kind of showcase what they do. Mm-hmm. So Ashley was one of the faces. That your hair or your makeup? I can't remember. I did one of them, and we've been in contact ever since. That was 2016, October 2016. You graduated when?
2018.
And we've been in constant communication, really, via social media. And then
she being real humble.
Tell it, Ashley. Tell it.
I remember reaching back out to her, or just keeping in contact with her because she posted about like she posted some dope video of her like transitioning from the hairstylist to the this to the that, and at that point,
I remember that. Oh, exactly. I remember that, and it was so dope. Okay, go. I was there. I remember. Go.
Like she did the damn thing. That's what she did.
And it was all her, right? It was all different versions of you in the. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, go, girl.
Like, yo, she dope. I like it. I just reached out to her. I was like, yo, this is really fire. Like, you know, do your thing. And I was just always like a supporter from afar. And she had told me one day that she was doing her planner and and I was like, I want to do a vision board party with this girl because she got a planner. I'm in the process of trying to write a book. Like, we're onto something.
We writing books. You wrote a book?
Ashley wrote a book.
Oh yeah,
right.
Coming out with it all the way. So what essentially it is just like a 30-day devotional of things that
Don't act like that small.
We're doing big things over here, but we're humble about it.
Bible bosses. Okay.
The good Lord's work, okay?
Yes.
He comes
That's
first.
it. That's it. I love it. Keep going. Okay, so tell me, keep going.
Maria attended the vision board party, and Maria won one of the giveaways, and it was from me.
And side note,
what did you get, Maria?
So humble.
What do you mean?
It was funny because it was just a real representation of God. Because when Maria won, she was like, "Oh my God, I actually won something!" Like, and so for it to have been with Amber, it was like, no, you were meant to win this particular.
That's it.
She cut my hair.
Yes, I got Maria.
Yes.
Baby, you see them? Yeah, she gave me some Bollywood.
Yes. Yes.
For the vision party, I met her through a mutual friend, Lauren, who knew what I was going through and was like, oh my God, my friend Ashley's going through the same thing. And I was like, you know what? I want to get my lashes. And she was like, my friend Ashley does lashes. And she was like, oh my God, you guys. And so we've been, linking up ever since then. We did the donation drive, and then I met Amber, and now we all, when you locked in,
we locked in. Listen, one thing about me is I'm rolling with my people.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I know my people does this and my other person is good at that, hey yo, wherever I go, we go.
Be the plug. Be the plug. So, okay, I got a whole idea now. Y'all talking about vision parties and all of this, and I told y'all about these babies. We probably need to do a vision party for the youth, because we as adults, we know to kind of like scale back and take a moment like yearly or twice a year and say, hey, let me make a vision board for the year. Let me turn around and let me tweak some things on the vision board. So I know I had one in my house a while ago. I haven't did a vision board in a while, but I had a vision wall, honey, and everything on that wall came to pass except two things, and that's because I stopped moving, not because God stopped moving. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So vision boards are important. So I think that might be a good idea for us to implement to the youth right here, so that I'm trying to put my babies on, and I want to put my babies on with people that I know understand.
Yes, please do.
And it's interesting that you say that too, because that's a part of like my mission. Like I recently went back to a college campus and spoke to the college kids on campus on how to get yourself prepared for corporate America. Like there's going to be contracts that you need to sign. There's going to be new people that you're going to work with that you may not get along with, but you still need to work with them. You still need to respect them. Like, it goes far beyond just letting them go to school and play sports. At some point, you start letting them know that this is your life. Like, of course, life is going to hit you with certain things and you're going to go through certain circumstances, but you are not a product of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be the product of your mind. If you want to be the next Beyonce, baby, you better start singing, dancing, whatever it is. But as long as you got that for yourself, go for it. And, I think that it's important to not only just drill the concept of like college and school into these children, but also understand that what drives you, what is your passion, what is yourself waking up and doing on a Saturday just for fun, if it's 10 to 5 and volunteering with kids. Right. Because you still, of course, everybody has a job, but not everyone has a job that fuels them.
Exactly.
Right.
And I was in a space last year where I was like, okay, I have this job, but I don't like it. I was very stressed out. I won't say the company that I was working for, but very overwhelming. And it made me sick. So when you talk about loving yourself to health, I literally love myself back to health.
I back in March of I think 21. I was working for a company, and honey, that was just supposed to be some easy money. Let me run in here real quick. Little part-time job, let me run in here real quick, make a little change part-time. Then I could go do my school work, and it wasn't supposed to be stressful.
Right.
Well, it created a lot more stress than I would have liked it to. And when things around me started looking crazy, I said, hey, and I wasn't happy. Hey, I'm good. I'm gone because I don't have to do this, Right. And the one thing about God is he's so good. Now I'm in a space where I love where I work. I have peace where I work. You know what I mean? And again, I'm in a place where I can create and also be understanding of the people around me. You know what I mean? That was hard for me before. It was always because they act like this and that. No, people have their own personalities. You know what I mean? You got to be able to live amongst other people without, you know, all of your stuff. So I've grown a lot, so I get it. And again, it had that job had me sick. You know, I didn't want to go. You know, you have anxiety going, like you could feel the anxiety brewing inside of you because you just simply don't want to be there. You just don't know what bag somebody gonna come out of. You know what I mean? You don't know if stuff in their life, or if they were triggered in their life, and they gonna come in and take it out on you. So now it was just simply time to go. You know, I valued me enough to go ahead and tap out. I'm good. We don't have to do this.
But I was gonna say that that's another thing too, that it's a beautiful thing that you can recognize that the space and place that you're in is good for you. Right. Unfortunately, you had to go through the bad to know what the good is. Or
absolutely.
What appreciate the good. So the good thing for you is that you got to the good, you know?
And I'm happy. Look, I counted all joy. Yes. It was all God. Yes. It was all God or whatever. So I mean, God, he's so beautiful and he's so good. He's so good. But Maria, so what would you tell a person who, listen, you know, I got to bounce off all y'all. We're using all these talents. Maria, if I was sitting on your couch, honey, and I'm telling you about all this stress, what would you tell me?
Pray about it.
Pray about it. Don't walk away.
Don't break it down. Find the root. Find how you can grow from it, how you can heal from it, and see what lesson needs to be learned from there. Because I truly believe that everything does happen for a reason. We may not always know why, but most of the time it's a lesson to teach us or to teach someone else. So if you stressed, break it down. What's going on? Why? Why you stressed? What's really, level it. What don't you need to be stressed about? And then pray about it and figure out that it will all work out,
I love that, girl. God in a whole root. Figure out what it is.
This is Evangelist Maria.
Okay. I was trying to I'm sitting here Maria from the vision point. Right. That's hard.
I am a whole evangelist at this point. We don't get
Girl, look, she need to take the mic off her shirt and just give it to her.
Listen, okay. Come on, drop this mic, honey. Get on up here and give some inspiration. There it is. Another thing. So again, I was telling Maria earlier, y'all look for this face again. Let me go ahead and blow it up for y'all. Y'all go ahead and look for Maria face again, because we're gonna start Therapeutic Thursdays, and she gonna come on and we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna give different topics that people are going through. We're gonna talk about untreated traumas. We're gonna talk about relationships, how to build them, how to have healthy relationships. We're just gonna collab. Go ahead, sweetie.
I said how to heal from them.
That's it. Healing is the key, but healing is also a choice.
Yes, it is a choice.
Yes.
So give some words about that. Why is healing a choice?
Healing is a choice because if you just, the sky fell out today. Okay, but what are you going to do about it? It hit you in the head. Okay, but you're still alive. You didn't die. You have to do that healing that, okay, dang, this hurt for a moment. I'm amend this for a second, but I can't stay there. I can't stay there. And upset and pissed off with people because this happened to me 10, 15 years ago and manifesting itself at 29. No, it is what it is. This happened. I'm taking that time to do what I need to do. It's ironic that you mentioned healing because that was one of my launches for Bible Boss Chicks.
Okay. Talk about it.
Healing. And it's a loading symbol. And I'm not in the chat, but I'll just say my website. Maybe you could put it in the chat for me, Whitney. It's Amber Nhi, AmberNHI.com. Be Right Back Healing is one of the sweatshirts. I have a t-shirt. Maria and I are actually collabing on another part of Bible Boss Chicks, and it talks about forgiveness. So I forgive me. You can't. When I was on my healing journey, I realized that a lot of the stuff that I had to heal from was some stuff that I just caused on my own.
And that was www.aambernhi.com, correct?
Yes.
All right.
And you can't start truly healing until you start to forgive.
Ooh, talk about it, baby. Ooh.
You have to.
I gotta scoot up. Hold on, I scooted up to the camera, honey. Hold on, y'all. Because, honey, that you just shifted a thing. That's right. So healing, you gotta have forgiveness to equal out the. Okay, come on, let's talk.
So it's coming soon in the spring. It's called I Forgive Me. So it's I forgive for not loving myself like I should have, not appreciating, the greatness inside of me. I forgive myself for not becoming who I thought I would be at this age, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to become that person. It's just, it takes time. It's not my timing, it's God's timing. So you just kind of have to love on yourself and forgive yourself to really truly reach and tap into that healing that you need to do.
Oh, I like it, because that is the truth. But the one thing that stuck out the most to me is I forgive myself. Yeah. I don't think enough people truly understand that one of the most important relationships that you're in, the common denominator to every relationship that you're in, is you. So how you show up in that relationship and how you show up with you it equates to how you show up in that relationship. Right. So I forgive me for viewing me this way. That was anything less than what God said. Exactly. About me. I wasn't living up to my full potential. So me not living up to my full potential led me to mistreat, mishandle, or walk away from a blessing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on slowly but surely.
Yes. No, I absolutely love it. I love it. Yeah. So, Miss Maria, what would be looking? You see, I'm keep going back. Maria, you got to show up, girl.
I'm the quiet one. I'm just like
Maria. Go ahead and drop a jewel, because they're gonna see your face on Therapeutic Thursday, honey. Go and drop a jewel about healing and forgiveness and why forgiveness is important for you.
So I think that, or I believe that healing is a choice, but it's you choose when to heal when you're ready. Mm-hmm. You may not heal quickly overnight. You may not even know it's time yet because you're stubborn, like recently, I had somebody tell me, I'm always seeing you fill your cup, but you're not there to fill someone else's cup. When are you going to fill your cup? And I just, wow, whatever. I'm just here to fulfill my purpose. Mm-hmm. Then again, I heard somebody said, oh, how full is your cup? And I was like, what? But whatever. Again, me just saying, I think it's my purpose to continuously give. Mm-hmm. And then again, someone said, okay, so are you tired yet? Like, where is the level of your cup?
What's your source of energy? What's your source?
Yeah.
To the endless giving. Yeah.
So I felt, you know what? That was like a slap in the face from God. Like, girl, it's time to take care of you, because you're always taking care. Yeah. You always taking care of other people. You put your leg out for other people, blah, blah, blah. It's time for you to take time for yourself and stop being stubborn and be quiet and still and heal in what you need to, and forgive yourself for not doing it soon enough, not doing it the moment that you should have done it. The reason why I created Conquering Yesterday is because I came out of a domestic abuse relationship, and there was plenty of times where I could have left the relationship, but I wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready to heal. I always say it's safer to stay than to leave sometimes. And that I stretched
that door.
Yep. And so I needed to forgive myself for not leaving the first time the door opened. Yeah.
I'm so proud.
That's true. And you know what? I am happy that you Let me go and jump back on here too, because honey, I'm so happy that you found it within you to walk away from something that was harmful to you. You know what I mean? It's hard. You know what I mean? Because I watched it. I've seen people in those situations that can't find their way out. So, like you said, you had to make a choice to say, no, this isn't good for me. And you made that choice. So let me go ahead and give you your flowers today. I commend you for your strength in walking away from something that was so harmful to you.
Oh, now you can make me cry.
No, because that's big. That's so big. And to get to a space where you're like, I'm giving. But and it's hard because we have some people have just that natural gift to give, but they don't know how to say what their source is. First of all, that's a gift that you was born with, but your source is God. You know what I mean? And God has an ever flowing river. It never stops. So my cup can't get full in that department because God is always filling me. You know what I mean? He's always in the space of filling me as long as I'm in the space of never allowing that tap to stop pouring. You know what I mean? Because we could put a cap on our cup. And so everything that he's trying to give, it could go to the side, like we could spill out or whatever. But as long as we allow ourselves to be open enough to continue to receive from him, we can continue to give because we know who our source is. So I love the fact that you found that. And I love the fact that you walked away from that because now you can serve on a whole nother level on Light the Mic night and give these people opportunities to showcase their gifts, So again, let's go on back to that, ladies.
Yes.
Let's get back to Light the Mic night. So how many people have signed up? How many people do my babies gotta compete with? And I'm gonna stop saying that because I'm biased.
It is. It's the hair.
Just a few, but I'm sure they'll take. They'll take the show just because they're.
I believe in them.
There may be a certain special appearance from one of the three of us.
Okay. Oh, wait. You know what? I remember way back at Aveda Institute asking somebody to hear their voice, and she was like, "No."
I don't know who.
So I might hear it.
Talent. You'll hear my voice. Maybe.
Maybe. Question mark. All right, we'll take that.
But it may be something.
It definitely reminds. That sounds like a dime.
Okay, I love it. What'd you say?
I said it definitely ain't mine because I sound like a dying bird.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie to the people, honey. I'm a saying it may not. Nah, it's good. It's gonna do whatever it do when it come out.
Right.
It's gonna do whatever it do, but the Lord said I sound good, so.
It's music to his ears.
It might not be to yours, but I might not be your talent. I might not be your art, your cup of tea.
Right.
But I'm somebody. Y'all know I really do want to sing. Like I want to learn how to sing, but that's for another day. Never mind. We don't get away from that.
That's on the right.
That's on the vision board.
2023.
So that'll be on the to-do list, and I go out of town to do that one because I make sure they don't know me.
Like home in peace, right?
Yes. So I asked y'all before we got on here, is this something that we're going to continue to do? Are you guys thinking about continuing to? I know this is the first one, but will we see a second and a third?
I hope so. We have so many ideas we want to bring to Tallahassee, and that's why we created, the empowering events. So I hope that we can bring an annual Light the Mic, and the crowd gets bigger.
Annual?
Yeah, every year, bring it out.
So y'all gonna make the people starve for a whole year?
No, I mean, y'all, they start for the what's that football game?
The classic.
No,
But a classic is once a year.
The Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
It's all football. I don't watch none of it, but they do.
Okay, wait, because you know the Super Bowl is built up. You know, you got
The anticipation.
you got the each game to get there. So we got.
But you do know, art changes so much that you got to keep people wanting your stage.
Yes, this is true. It is something to consider.
Okay.
It's not a no.
We'll add it
From
to
me.
our notes.
We're gonna talk about this.
Like, depending
So
on
who do I need to send a complaint to? Because I don't like it already, child. Not no once a year, no annual. Annual.
Actually,
I don't want to talk to Amber. She ain't listening. I like it though, ladies. I think this is amazing. So we had the vision board party. So now we have Light the Mic night. What else can the people look forward to at Light the Mic night, and why this is something that they should be interested in holding their holding on to the next one? What's going on? Because I mean, y'all are cute. Y'all are cute, but shoot, what's gonna happen? Why I need to wait the next year to see you? What's going on?
It's the like Maria just said,
The
it's our
build-up.
mission, and it's a build up, and it's the anticipation of
it all.
oh, this is happening. Oh, I think I might be interested in that.
Yeah.
Like, prime example, the vision board party. Ashley asked me to do it, and I was like,
She really wanted to tell me no.
Oh,
You're gonna be humble again.
I was like, I don't want to do this. Because I was like, this board party is that's so cliche. Da, 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 da. But I was like, all right, let's do it. And look what happened.
yeah.
I wanted it all to be different. I wanted it all to be like purpose driven.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing about all of this is that we learning stuff as we go. We don't have no one holding our hands, and then we're all like, we have our own businesses separately, and then it's like, we're mothers and like things are happening. So, of course you want to be able to sit there and do everything and do it all. I think it's more so trying to figure out what when we do it, if it fits what we want to represent.
Right. Overall, yeah. So let me ask you guys this: how do you take time for yourself? Like, what do you do with you having 2 businesses, you having 2 or 3 projects, you having 2 businesses? How do you all take time for yourself?
I sleep.
Well, don't get quiet.
That in my head, and I'm like,
Get quiet. Everybody quiet.
I know how to say, you know what? I'm not dealing with this today. I'm not responding. Do not disturb is my best friend sometimes. And I will say my clients are pretty trained. They know Amber is available on this day, and this day.
That's good.
But you may not get a response for maybe 24 hours. I really do try to respond in a good time period. But I'm also, I sing at my church as well. So a lot of
community building. Okay.
It's a lot of, all right, I got this, I got that. I'm trying to put it together. But when I come home, I turn off. I'm not doing nothing that is requiring me to be there for somebody else or be available for somebody else.
Okay. Maria?
Honestly, I wait till my son's in bed. 9 p.m. comes around. I get me a little glass of wine. I take out the nail polish. I turn on some Netflix. And
yes, God.
Yeah. Or I got me a meditation pillow. So I'll just sit there but it all happens when my house is the most silent.
I like it. What about you, Miss Ashley?
So lately I've turned into a nerd for real. And I will honestly find myself like really indulged in a really good book, especially one, like, don't get me wrong, I love all the great success motivations, woohoo, be yourself.
Right on.
Yeah, I love that. But sometimes I want to turn it off and I just want to go like read a book that is like a movie novella kind of thing. Like, oh, she doing what? And they who? And what? In this book? I literally I got a book and I read it within like a couple weeks, and I was like, oh no, she didn't. Oh, she not gonna marry him. Oh
yes.
I feel like I'm a part of the story. Like I know these people. But that's something too. I picked up a book because I wanted to stop picking up my phone to go to social media.
Oh, good. Good.
It was like it after a while, you know, because obviously I have to be on there for my business and figuring out how to get clients and making a post and blah blah blah. But after a while, it was plaguing me because then I'm like, well, this person's doing that, and this, and I'm getting too caught up in other people's paths and other people's, you know, journeys, and remembering that my road is not going to look like their road. And that's because, you know, there's a different purpose for me than there is for that person. So I had to figure out how to quiet out my brain, and you know, I'm a big advocate for therapy. So that's like another, I guess, self-love, self kind of thing that I'm an advocate for, because sometimes you need to realize that you are the problem, you know, like
that's it.
Soaking in your feelings and you need to get out of it.
That's a true fact. Like I said, you're the common denominator in every relationship. So how are you showing up in those relationships, and how are you showing up for you? How you show up for you is a reflection of how you show up in those relationships. Other thing I learned is that every relationship that you are in is a reflection of some space that you have within you. So it could be your higher level self, it could be your low vibrational self, it's a part of you at some space. You know, is your gauge. You got to figure out what that is, you know, and how to move to the higher space versus the lower space. That's why I could pat Maria on her back. Like when I see you, I'm gonna give you a hug on 31st because I just commend you for looking and saying, hey, this is what, and then sharing the story. This is where I was, and now I'm here. You know, y'all stop laughing. Why y'all laughing?
Because I am not
She's
a hugger.
not a hugger.
You said you want.
You're not.
Please don't.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Well, at least you know I want to give you a hug.
Like, you know, I will be, you know, respectful, and I'll give you the hug and be courteous. But
okay.
It's just
well, you know what? We can do a handshake.
She's not like
too much physical. My love language is not physical touch.
Oh, yes. Okay. Listen, we can do a whole handshake. I just want to commend you, though, because that's really dope. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Boom, boom. Keep being great. Look, I'm going to respect that. I respect that. I respect that. No, but yeah, no, I think it's great that you could look and say that's not where I want to be, and you can move on. You know what I mean? Again, that story, it touched me in a different way because I was a child looking at, you know, my mom go through that type of stuff or whatever, and to be the kid in it or whatever, and then look and actually think about it now. Me having kids at the age that I had kids was the same age that she was having kids, and I was young. You know what I mean? So it's like, dang, what do you actually do when you think your life is going to go in a different direction and it winds up being this?
right.
But to never walk away or whatever, but I mean, she is now. She's out of it now or whatever. But to even take 20, 30 years before you walk away. You know what I mean? I commend you for walking away at an early age and living your life, living your best life, and out here, you know, saving others along the way with the story, creating connections. This is dope. So yeah, I want to appreciate you ladies. I thank you so much. Tell the people how they can find you. Start from the right and move over to the left. Miss Ashley, how can the people find you, darling?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook. It's Ashley Flete, but Instagram is _. Yeah, _. Yeah, you know, reach out, DM if you have questions. I'm here for the people.
Yes. Amber.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. Amber Tooks, TOOKES. And on Instagram, I can't remember where the underscore is, but if you type in Amber Nhi, Amber NHI, it's going to pop up. I believe it's in the front.
You know what? As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and say it's in the description below.
Yes.
Boom. There you go. All three of them in the description below, but I still want you to say it, Maria. How can the people find you?
Instagram, Facebook at conquering.yesterday, or my website conqueringyesterday.com.
I love that. And what book did you write, Ashley? Give us go ahead and let us find that 30-day devotional. Miss, I want to get away from the self-help and read me some trashy novels that I can kind of live through vicariously, but I wrote this 30-day devotional, so get your help while it's here.
Well, I'm actually in the process of like tidying everything up with the book now. It's actually taken me a lot longer than I expected, but that's because I really poured myself into this book. It is an Amber.
I saw a sneak peek. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I really use a lot of the things that I went through in life to turn it around and show people, hey, look, this is a life lesson. Like one of the basic things I always talk about, you know, like I climbed Mount Fuji. That I climbed a literal like mountain in life. So you can't tell me that whatever obstacle that is placed in front of me, I can't get through, because I literally climbed a mountain for 10 hours. So I take that and kind of write in a sense where I want people to sit with themselves and reflect and say, yo, like, look at yourself in the mirror. What do you like? What do you don't like? And how can you take these two things, combine them to be the best version of yourself? Sometimes you really got to get like, and I think a part of the book is that a little bit of the beauty in the book is that I really get vulnerable and show that I was broken. Like I had to be broken to realize, wow, I have such a gift. And with the book, it was just like with the people that I've had like checking it over or editing, they're just like, wow, you're so resilient. And I say that because growing up, it was just like, I didn't want to be resilient. Like, why I always got to be resilient? Like, why can't life just can't be easy, you know? And now I'm like, okay, I'm resilient because I'm meant to show other people to be resilient, even though sometimes I don't know it that way.
Right. I love it. So we gotta wait on the book. Do you have an expected date to?
Hopefully sometime in April, May, something of that. I got some other things I'm trying to roll out with that. So.
Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and say, when you get ready to roll it out, please hit me back up so we can have you on here live, so that you can talk about your book, talk about the release of the book, and so that we can support you. We definitely want to be supportive of, our sisters out here giving out good information. And what better month to even say that than in Women's History Month? She's going to give her story in history.
I love it.
So what better? Yeah. So what better way? So again, let's talk about y'all's story that y'all rolling out right now that you guys are implementing. One more time. When does Light the Mic take place? Where does it take place? Is it still time for people to sign up for the talent show? When is the expiration date for that? So I just asked y'all a bunch of questions. Y'all go ahead.
Okay, so Light the Mic is going to take place on March 31st. That is next Friday. Yeah, Friday at 6:30.
Yeah.
We will have it at.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think off the top
Want to
of my
make sure
head.
we got the right hotel. You can give them the address too.
I don't know how to pronounce the word.
Raymond Lake.
Longblad Road.
Okay.
It's right across the street from Walk-Ons on Capitol Circle.
Okay.
We always forget the name of the hotel.
We do. I believe it's Hampton. They're gonna kill me. It's Hampton Inn in Suites.
What we're gonna do is, guys, put that flyer up online so that you guys can get the address. As a matter of fact, you could get the address and you'll have the address to come to the event, because the event is about to be great. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put the address in the I'm gonna put the address.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm gonna put the address in the comments below.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
But yeah, the another thing about Light the Mic Night was just that we wanted to create a space where, you know, it didn't just have a designation for one group of people. Like, it could be a date night, it could be a night you go out with your girlfriends,
right?
And you all, you know, a girlfriend's night, or, you know, you just need some time to unwind and get away and just feel a different vibe in Tallahassee other than the typical brunches and you know, vibe and loud music. Like, sometimes I want to go out and listen to music, but I don't want it to be loud, and I just want to chill, vibe, just kind of sit back, relax, and unwind from the day. So that's what we want to provide people with, just some time to unwind, and also the ability for them to get to know people that are, you know, that have this sort of talent or are in their community. Because if you don't put someone out there so that they can showcase themselves, no one's ever going to know that they exist.
Right? That's right. That is correct. I love it. I love it, ladies, and I thank you guys so much, so much for providing this opportunity and for answering the call to be great and to allow other people to show their greatness.
Yes. Thank you.
So, again, I'm typing this up. I'm putting the address, the time, the date, and tickets are available on Eventbrite. Do anybody have anything they want to say before we leave?
We hope you come out and see us.
Yes, come out and see us. And have a great time. Positive vibes only.
Hey, say it again.
Positive vibes only.
I love it. Well, I want to personally, again, thank you all for even coming on my show, and being such gracious guests. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And while I'm talking to you, I'm trying to get this.
You're typing to give you your flowers, okay?
Yeah.
To you for just going on your, you know, dream and doing this podcast, and it you know, it's only going up from here for you. So
thank you.
I remember meeting Whitney in cosmetology school, and I was like, she's going to be so great, but she doesn't even see it.
No. Oh, God. Yeah, I was struggling.
I mean, we were all
there's beauty in the struggle, though.
Right. There's beauty in the struggle. So, you know, I love you, girl.
Yeah, and I love you back. And I love my new booze. Hey, girls. So I want to say again to everybody, y'all know how I close out. You know, for me, one of my favorite quotes is, the greatest privilege is to simply be you. So continue to go out in the world and bless people with your beautiful presence. Continue to be a gift to those around you. I thank you for joining me tonight, and you guys have a very blessed evening. Thanks for joining Let's Talk with Whitney. Good now.